And the new dinosaur support just keeps on coming. Holy shit, Caesar, eat your heart out. If you don't know, Caesar's my friend. He keeps topping with dinosaurs. He literally takes 6-month hiatuses and comes back and still gets like third place. Guy's insane. And the boost for dinosaurs just keeps on coming. Not only do we have like 9 new cards for Transcendent Drakes, but now we have 5 new dinosaur cards for Rex Raptor support. Let's go over these guys because I think they're actually kind of crazy. First things first, we have a level 6 Earth Dinosaur Effect Monster, 1600 attack, 1200 defense. At first, you like those stats are kind of ass. 1600 attack isn't much, but special summoning it's not that bad. You can only special summon using its first effect once per turn. You can only use its second effect once per turn. Its first effect is, if you control no monsters, special summon this card from your hand. So, at worst, this card is just a free level 6 that you just summon onto the field to help you make synchro plays. Any level 4 tuner plus this 6 equals a 10, which means Baron access, which is pretty solid. Not to mention, it is a nerf. Meaning, if we're playing the True King cards, we can pop this card using Lithosagem, which is at 3 now. Its other effect is, if this card is normal or special summon, target one monster on the field with attack lower than this total attack, destroy all monsters you control, destroy it. Let me read that card again. So the second effect is, when this card is normal or special summon, target one monster on the field with attack lower than the total attack of all dinosaur monsters you control, destroy it. I don't know how good that part is. Just because this card requires you to special summon it while you control no monster. So it's kind of, you're not really getting that second effect off unless you're popping a baby and then summoning this thing from deck. But it is really cool removal. So overall, it's a nice toolboxy card the dinosaurs are getting, especially going second. This thing had higher stats. I would say that's actually a pretty insane effect. But it says destroy a monster with the lower than his total attack of all dinosaurs. So you need a couple dinosaurs on the field before you activate this, but it only activates when it's no more special summon. So that's kind of strange. Alright, so next dinosaur we have is a level 9, and this guy is pretty awesome, at least with artwork wise. His effect wise isn't that great. He's a 3200, 1200 defense. When attacking, cards destroy a monster by battle. So basically, when he attacks, it destroys a monster by battle. It gains a second attack, which is pretty cool. It's 3200, and then once a turn, except during the damage step, except the turn is a special summon, target up to 2 monsters your opponent controls, destroy them. That's actually pretty solid. I wish it was on Eternal Summon, but hey, what can you do? I think there's some combos we could do where you could pop a baby during like the battle phase and then just summon this guy out of your deck and then he does 2 attacks to help push for game. I don't know if you're playing a level 9 brick to do that, but it's still a pretty cool monster, so I felt like I should discuss it. Overall, the main deck monsters aren't that exciting, but we did get a new double evolution spell, which we'll get into, and a new XYZ, so let's get into those right now. Alright, so now we have the new XYZ. This guy looks pretty insane. He's a rank 4 fire dinosaur XYZ. He's very generic. He only requires 2 level 4 monsters. You can only use the second effect of this card once per turn. Its first effect is, when a dinosaur monster destroys the opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can detach 1 material of this card and inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. Then this card gains 1,000 attack, so it helps you push your game, which dinosaurs don't really have a trouble with, but it is really cool that they can access this card. It also has the effect, if this card's XYZ summon is destroyed, target 1 card on the field, destroy it. If you do, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. Another card that helps you burn for time. I don't know if dinosaurs will be playing this card, but if some people were still playing Cowboy in their decks, they could probably switch it out for this guy, just because this guy can burn harder and also help push for game a lot easier. I think it's a really cool flex spot for dinosaurs, but I don't know how else good it is. Like I said, dinosaurs can only OTK pretty easily, so this card just makes it even more likely they're going to kill you, which isn't too bad. If this was any other strategy, they'll be loving this card, so I can't complain too much. Not to mention, they already have Logia and Doka, so those are just really powerful XYZs too. So I guess in that concept, would you play this thing over those? Probably not, because that's 2 monster gates and a Solemn Judgment you're passing on. So that's kind of strange, but I don't know. I like this card's burn effect. It sounds pretty cool. I like that this thing becomes like 3,000 attack. That's pretty cool as well. 3,200 to be honest. I think that's really, really cool. So we'll just have to see. But overall, a interesting card. Let's go on to the spells. Alright, so now talking about the spells, we have Jurassic Power. I know I haven't really been naming the other monsters, but they're like King Rex of blah blah blah. So I felt like I just want to mention this one because this card's actually pretty cool. It has 3 effects as a continuous spell. You can only use the 3rd effect once per turn. Its first effect is all dinosaurs you control gain 300, which is a cool buff. You can normal summon a level 5 high or higher dinosaur monster without attributing its second effect. So it means if you're playing like the normal summon vanilla ones, this allows you to summon them a lot easier, which is pretty cool. And then its level 3 effect is you can send one dinosaur monster from your hand or face up in the field to grave. Add a dinosaur monster with 1200 defense from your deck to hand. Now you're probably wondering what dinosaurs have 1200 defense that you can add from your deck to hand. Well, there's actually a lot of things you can add. Sadly, however, there's not a lot of good dinosaurs with 1200 defense. When making this video, I checked all over throughout the database, and I only found like 5 examples of monsters with 1200 defense. Basically, it's like the original King Rex and like a couple of other like random cards. Like there's a random Jurac card that's like 1200 defense, but there's not a lot of dinosaurs with 1200 defense. Soul Eating Raptor, I think, is like 500 defense. Pankratops is 0. There's a whole bunch of like monsters that don't have that stat line. So I'm not really sure what you're supposed to be adding with 1200 defense, except maybe the new ones. But I don't know. This card seems cool, but the whole normal summon a level 5 or higher dinosaur without attributing. I can see like the vanilla version of this deck, which is the Transcended Drake cards, playing this just so you can summon out the vanilla and do some plays like that. But I really don't know. This card seems like it has potential, but we just need a good 1200 defense target. Konami might print one out, but for now, we have just a few cards in the card pool. We'll have to go from there. Alright, so now the final card we have is a new double evolution pill. It is this Transcendental Evolution Pill Beta. It's a really interesting card. It says tribute 2 monsters from your hand or field, including at least 1 dinosaur monster. You can't special summon the rest of the turn except dragon, sea serpent, or worm monsters. Also special summon a level 5 or higher dinosaur monster from your deck or extra deck with attack higher than attributed monsters total. This card seems like weird, and the reason I think all the cards in this like 5 cards are weird, but I think this one's the weirdest and like has the most potential. But it's like, in what world? So it's like you tribute a dinosaur and you can special summon a sea serpent or worm. Does it want you to play this in like a worm deck or a sea serpent deck? Like what sea serpent or worms are going to be playing this? I don't know why they include it. Same thing with dragons. So I'm like, those are weird. I don't know why those are included. I think the Transcendence Drakes had the same kind of wording on their cards, so who knows? They're really, really interesting, but I'll have to see from there. But the idea that you can just special summon a monster with attack higher than attributed monsters is cool. I wish this card said destroy, because it'll be stupid. Imagine destroying 2 babies and then special summoning out a conductor and the baby's triggered. That'd be kind of insane. But instead it says tribute them. So I'm not exactly sure if you'd be playing this card. It seems like a cool one-off, but again, Double Evolution Pill already fills that niche, so I really don't know. You had to tell me in the comments what this card can summon. It seems really cool. All these cards seem really, really cool. I just don't know how much better they make dinosaurs. They're compared to the cards that we got with the whole Speedroid cards that got revealed for Dueling Nexus. I think these cards are a little lackluster, but overall are still a welcome addition for dinosaurs. And we'll have to see where it goes from here. Who knows? Maybe there's some synergies I'm just not making in this video. It is like 12 o'clock at night, so you have to tell me in the comments below. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for 500 subscribers. We just got there. I'm posting a community chat right now to see what my next video will be. Right now, Punk's combo tutorial is winning, so I'll probably do a Punk video tomorrow. Anyway, you all take care. Don't do anything stupid, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.